Hey, nobody paid attention to the clock.
Let's get this show going, man.
Welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans, with your hosts, Jessy Martin.
The Cowboys are finished, you understand me?
John Taman.
Pull down my trousers and do your job.
Scott Hartley.
Well, that was fucking dreadful.
And occasionally, Keith Gray.
So many social engagements, so little time.
And now, your host, John Taman.
Hey, that's me. What do you know? I tell you what, nobody was watching the clock. All of a sudden, it was showtime, and we didn't know it. I feel like Ron Rivera. What about you? Who called timeout? I didn't know. What is that what I was supposed to do? Anyway, happy Friday to everybody.
Happy Friday. 1 week, and then, well, a week and a couple days till game time, but 1 week, and our blokes from across the pond will be in town. And I'm excited. I am super fucking excited. This is going to be the slowest week ever.
Slowest week ever?
Slowest week ever.
You know it. Pile and everybody's going to get laid. You know, boy, y'all are carrying on about this. I tell you, it is going to be fun. The stadium is sold out.
Sold out. God, say it's sold out. The traffic's going to be shit.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
In there early. So did we sell it out in 2012? That would be the last time I could think that we might.
2015 during the Kirk year that we did sell out. But this
was that the Cowboys game, and it was half them.
Well, we sold out recently, but this is a real sellout. Okay, when it's predominantly Washington fans. This has been the first time in over 8 years.
That's cool. That is cool. I can tell you this. I was in that stadium, Joe Gibbs versus Bill Parcells, when Bill Parcells was coaching the Cowboys, right? It was Monday Night Football. And, man, I'll tell you what. This was the game, if you remember it, Jesse. Rod Gardner caught a pass down to the 4-yard line, and time ran out. He was down at the 4-yard line. Time ran out. What's his name? The little wide receiver they used to have, Terry something or other. He died, I think, in a car accident not too long ago. He threw a touchdown pass. They threw an option and threw a touchdown pass. It was like a 14-10 game, and it was so fucking loud. I thought that I had permanent damage in my ears. It got to the point where it was no longer an intelligible sound. It was just in my head.
It's going to be like that. It's going to be like that on next Sunday.
Wow.
Luckily, we're in the club section where it's not as. I mean, the stadium's going to rumble, but it's not quite as loud.
No, we have, and if it does get out of hand, we can send our servants out to go tell everybody to please hold it down. We're having a club session in here.
So, all right, listen. We're in the prawn sandwich brigade. Calm yourself down.
We're all sitting in there with our pinky out. Would you mind? Hey, are we behind the glass? We're not in that section, are we?
No, we're not. No. We might have a little pretend rope to make sure the peasants don't come near us.
Look, I sat in that section that has the freaking windows, right? I sat in there twice, okay? And
those are the suites. Those are the suites.
We beat this was like 2001. We beat the Bears, and Big Daddy Wilkinson intercepted a pass and returned it like 95 yards for a touchdown. You remember that?
Yeah.
He ran down the end zone. Big Daddy Wilkinson, our fucking defensive tackle, ran all the way down the field with the ball. And when he got to the end zone, Darryl Green jumped in his arm like a cheerleader, and he was carrying him around. I thought, get off him. He's going to have a heart attack. Fucking A. He's like 315 pounds running all the way down there. But I sat in there, and dude, I was trying to. You can't really get going in there, man. People don't want to hear it. It's all totally different. It's fucking wine and cheese up there. I'm telling you what. I went outside the door that gets you into the sections where you can see the field. Shit, I mean, it might have been 10 minutes before kickoff. I went outside to get something, and I came back in. And I mean, there's people sitting out there in the leather high back fucking wingback chairs reading the newspaper. Right? The game is over there. The fucking game is over. They have it on the TV.
That's how it is in the club section. Yeah, it's rich people that don't really pay attention to the game. They're just there for the refreshments.
The ambiance.
Refreshments. Dude, I'm telling you what. I had to stick my hands on the glass and yell around, Brian Mitchell, you fucking suck. Because
no, we were in open air. It's not going to be quite as wild as down in the lower bowl, but we are the next section up, and it's still fine. It's still going to be loud
because we get the sound comes up,
Well, the craziest section is all the way up top, because those are the poor rednecks that can't afford. I'm just kidding.
Them 400 seats make your knees buckle. I'll tell you something.
But no, they are wild up there. When there's a lot of people, I've sat up there before, and it gets wild up in the 400s.
Well, that's good. It's a sellout. I'm very excited to go. This is going to be fun. You're right. Traffic's going to be a fucking mess. So let me go ahead and leave a tip out there for all of our listeners that are planning on attending the game. I'm planning on getting there about, I don't know, hopefully around 10:30. So everybody stay the fuck home.
That's late.
Like 10:45. All right. And then you can come.
You're driving that late?
I
don't know. I'm an hour and a half away. So I don't know what time I'm going to get there.
Do you have a red zone?
I'm in the green lot. Yeah, I have the.
So 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock. I would get there as close to 9 o'clock as possible. Otherwise, you are going to be in, because red zone can get in at 8 o'clock.
Well, no, we're not in the red zone lot. We're in the green zone, but we're around. We gotta walk.
But you can obviously go to the red zone lot.
Yes,
but I'm talking about for parking purposes. I strongly suggest you get there as close to 9 o'clock as possible. Otherwise,
I'll do my best.
It's going to be a traffic nightmare getting in.
Well, I always look at traffic one way. We usually forward, because if you sit in the back seat and then all of a sudden everybody moves, you're fucking stuck. So you got to get out of the car and move around. But no, seriously, I couldn't care less about traffic anymore. There's nothing you can do about it. So you just sit there.
Yeah, the worst part about traffic is on the way home. And so I am going to suggest that we just chill out for a while, because, drinking a couple beers, you got to pee, and you can't really do nothing if you're stopped on the interstate and fucking traffic and you got to piss.
Well, some people can.
The worst thing.
Keith is pissed.
We stayed quite late last year, though, didn't we? To be fair, afterwards we stayed a fair while afterwards. So might as well do the same.
Yeah,
might as well do the same. I've got no problem.
Keith's driving. I'm bringing an extra water bottle just in case. So if I got to go, I'm just gonna whip it out and go.
Fucking A. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do.
Wow.
So, all right. So
I'll try not to splash it, Scotty. I'll try not to splash it.
So I'll hold GP. It's fine. Don't worry.
No, he's not going to splash. That motherfucker's going to go right down in the bottle, no problem. He's just going to.
I told you, John, mine's like a penis, but smaller.
All right. Well,
don't worry.
As usual, we are off to a fine start here on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, talking about all sorts of things. I have no idea why it goes that way, because it's Friday and it's
Speaking of that, I got a bit done up at work today. I was with the apprentices. I was teaching some apprentices, how to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm flicking the white the board along, and it's obviously one of them flip charts. So I'm flipping, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm talking about this." Next chart, flip and talk about this. Next page, big dick in the side.
Some asshole drew that, didn't they?
See now, what do y'all have to get video of this for us?
All right, cheers. Let's shut that back down again. Start again. We'll move on. Oh.
Scott was at work. Just Let me draw your attention to the bell end here. And what was the other thing you guys had that we talked about last week?
Banjo string.
The banjo string. Here it is. Here. He's got his fucking laser pointer right here.
Oh, honestly.
Tell you what, I'll tell you, you are in for a treat. You might see an American one this week. So
maybe.
Be prepared. Don't be scared. All right, so we're going to talk about some superlatives. We're going to try to get into the season started here. Yeah. Hey, fucking hey, man, there's college football this week. I got to tell you, I am looking forward to the goddamn Rhode Island Tech versus Vermont Upper fucking State. That's going to be one hell of a dust-up. College football. There's one game I think worth watching on Sunday evening. So there's a top 10 matchup LSU's playing. And other than that, it's going to be a bunch of crushers. Anyway, all right, so we're going to do some superlatives, right? We're going to talk about who's going to be the awesomest and the most cutest and all that kind of shit for the Commanders this year. So I didn't actually make a list of what superlatives you want to do because I've
I
been.
thought we were doing season projections.
Season projections?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Next week.
Why don't you take over? Because I've been busy as shit this week and had very little time to prepare anything other than the shenanigans I'm going to show you in a little while.
The record prediction. You got the big embossed book there, Scotty?
Oh, yes,
I have
please.
it in front of me.
Oh, we're going to pick the games? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
We'll do it because superlatives don't take that long, and we're going to do our next week or on Monday. We'll do our game preview and then our superlatives. This one normally takes a little longer.
While Scott's getting the book out, did you see this video of the Cardinals coach today?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my!
So depressing.
Yeah.
Look, all right.
How are you going to get fired up from that? Honestly,
I don't know. I got the unedited version here. That the Bleeding Burgundy podcast, of course, has some inside tracks over at NFL Films, and this is what we were able to get.
Hi, everybody. How many people in here saw the Barbie movie? Huh? Barbie? Anybody? Anybody see Barbie? Oh, well, I did. I took my daughter to go see it. She liked it. Anyway, the point is this: Barbie could do anything. Whatever she set her mind to, she could do it. Barbie could be a lawyer, a water skier. She could even be a quarterback and win the Super Bowl. You better believe it. So get out there and clap. Jump on the bed. Play like the Barbies you are.
Not very inspiring guy there.
The bit that got me, John, on that, the bit that got me on that was why did he mention? Did you drive in or did you get?
Yeah, what did you do? Take the bus? Yeah. Who the fuck took the bus? These people are making a minimum. I mean, even all your practice squad, they're making $100,000.
What did he say? Did you have a fire in your stomach?
It's like,
was your tummy on fire?
About?
Was your tummy
all
on
the
fire?
hummus that we put in the fucking over in the canteen? Sorry. You'll get used to it.
Like the welcome Scass. He's a Scass. Scouse to the chat. Our old banjo string himself.
Well, that is not a view I want of Scouse. No, that is not even a thought.
All right, week one.
All right, so week one. We're playing against the Cardinals. And I've been asking this question. Is this a trap game? And now, we see this fucking coach and what a weak noodle he is, and how these players really, you saw their faces. What can you get out of that? And they caught all kinds of footage to try to find the best looking shots they could to make these guys look somewhat interested, to get people into this show some way. Is this a trap game? While I let my wife in, answer the question.
Yeah. I mean, listen, if we lose this game, season fucking over.
No, we're not going to go that far.
I am.
Yeah. I don't think you're going to go that far. It's not a good start. Obviously, I will be fuming, as I've said before. I did notice, though, one thing that's quite interesting is, you always get the predictions from the NFL. Let's put them as experts, your Adam Ranks of the world and these sort of people. They all predicted this week that we will win. Every single one of them across the board. I think that's the first time I've seen that in about 10 years. But honestly, I have no idea how we can honestly lose this game. You have to look at what they've got as weapons. I mean, Marquise Brown got less touchdowns than Jahan Dotson last year. I think he had 4. The other ones that they've got, other wide receivers were terrible. We're talking 300, 400 yards. I mean, our third wide receiver, Curtis Samuel, was higher with 4 TDs and just over nearly 700 yards. And then you go, well, what are we up against? We've got Sam Howell. Yes, okay, you could almost call him a rookie, but he's not. Who are they going with at quarterback? Are they going with Josh Dobbs? Are they going with
Dobbs has been there for less than a week.
Exactly.
Or is it about 2 weeks once the game starts? You got this rookie Clayton Tune. That we really don't know much about. That's probably the biggest thing about it is you just don't know anything about these quarterbacks. You don't really know much about this coaching staff. So I know they talked about it earlier this week about how you got to kind of go back and to the teams that they've coached before to try to figure out what exactly they're going to do. I mean, to me, I'd rather face Colt McCoy than any of these two.
Hell yes.
And that you don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell you
honestly, though, I think there's a body of work on Josh Dobbs already. I think there's enough out there to look at what he is, and he melts like a Kit Kat in a witness box.
Well, he ran the ball all over us in the preseason game. So
ran the ball is one thing in a preseason.
I think Thompson Robinson was a lot better than he was.
I'm not really
in that preseason game, but it's I'm
not concerned about his mobility. No, I'm not concerned about his mobility. But what you were talking about the unknowns. What are the unknowns? These unknowns. I tell you what thing that is a known is that when this team needs to get up for a game, Ron usually has them take a nap. I don't know why he can't get them motivated for a big game. And regardless of what anybody says about whether or not it's only week 1. I don't care. Every game is a big game, and this one is big, man. This is our first game back. It's a sold out house,
sellout game.
Time to make a statement.
If you think this team isn't going to be up, I mean, the energy in the crowd itself should have the Arizona.
I plan on
Cardinals
starting at least 4 fights. I'm pouring beer on 3 people. I'm telling you right now.
The Arizona Cardinals should be pissing in their pants when they hear this crowd.
Max better get his fist ready. I tell you.
All right, score predictions. I'm going 32 to 12.
12.
Yep.
4 field goals.
Yep.
From a kicker, I can't even remember who it is. Go ahead, Scott. What do you got? Put it down in the Big and Boss book in ink.
Yeah. So what were you, Jessy? There, 32-12. Did you say?
Yep.
32-12.
I mean, we're not going to guess scores on every game. This is just we're going to predict scores. Yeah, this is for week 1.
Right.
Okay. For me, Christ. I'm going to go 35-9.
Oh, wow.
I love it how he thinks about it. Like he might. Let me see. He's over there.
No, I am trying to think about it.
Figure these numbers properly. All right.
You just had to outdo me. You
ready?
Really had to outdo me, Scott.
I would even go 7, but
go ahead, John.
42-10. We're going to kick their ass. Eric Bieniemy is going to come out and lay a statement.
Score of the Super Bowl.
Eric, my wife just called me a homie. I'm a homie. All right. I don't even know how to do this shit. People now are like my son. If he's watching, he's laughing like this. I don't know. How to do
Peter in the chat says 28-7, easy win.
28-7, easy win. Yeah. If I remember right. Yeah. Pizza Commanders fan.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's where I'm going right there. Eric Bieniemy is going to come out and lay a statement on this team. And I'm telling you right now, the offense is chomping at the bit. Chomping at the freaking bit.
I think we score over 30.
There's only one thing that can stop it is if they freaking somehow have, I don't know, like the quarterback get nailed on the fucking 14th play of the game and get taken out for the season. Can't have that.
What's your score prediction?
I did. I told you 42-10. We're going to
42-10.
All right.
42-10.
Week 2, we travel to the Mile High City in Denver, play the Broncos. And guess what? I'm not high on the Broncos. I'm really, really not. I think old Russ is cooked, and I got another win. So I'm starting off this season. We're starting off 2-0. John?
They got the cheater over there. They got the guy. Shit, I can't remember his name right now. Fucking guy from New Orleans. Fuck.
Oh, Sean Payton.
Happens to me every time there's a camera on me. I can't remember the name. Yeah, Payton. And I mean, I can see that they can probably be a little bit better there. And I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to win this game 42-10. We're going to kick their ass, and that'll be the end of that. No, I'm actually. If I have to reach down inside of me and grab what I feel, this one it feels like a loss. We're going to go on the road up into the high air.
Wow,
it does. It feels like a loss because I think Peyton's going to have them ready to play. I've heard good things about Wilson that last year and at the end of last year he started to come on and look a little bit more like the old Russ.
I've heard
Williams is better. I think that they're better.
They had some reporter from Denver on the radio station. I forget who it was, but they didn't really have it sounded like they had too high of hopes for this team.
Well, listen to our radio.
Their skill players, Jerry Jeudy is gone, is out.
Yeah.
Their defense is going to be good, but they really don't have what's that other their top 2 receivers are gone.
Cortland Sutton, is he the other one?
Cortland Sutton,
Patrick. Tim Patrick has Achilles, and Jerry Jeudy is out on the injured reserve. Yeah, I got them. What about you, Scott?
Yeah, I got us winning this one as well. 2-0 start, but it's going to be. It could be close, but I think fourth quarter.
I think it's going to be close, but I think we're the better team. All right, week 3 coming back home. This time we're playing a stalwart in the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen's coming to town. Good news, no Von Miller. He is on the start of the PUP, so he is out automatically for 4 games. But I think this is going to be competitive, but I think the Bills are going to win this one. So I got us starting 2-1. John?
I got us starting at 1-2. And, I'm waffling on the Broncos. We'll see how they look after week 1. I'm talking to you here on September the 1st. So the Bills, I think, are better, but I also expect a pretty good game. I think that we are much better than we have been. And I think we'll be able to give them a pretty decent game. I'm not going to predict the score, but, I don't think it's going to be a blowout by any stretch.
Yeah,
no, I'm total agreement with you there, John. Take your there. I'm going to say 2-1. I think we just get beat just by the Bills, but it's a competitive game, and it's one where the media start thinking, holy shit, are we actually legit? Have we got a chance to get places because it's that close?
Yeah, like I said, I think we're going to be competitive as well. So, all right, on to week 4, and we travel up to the Philadelphia Eagles, and I got them going down again, starting the season off the first quarter 2-2, which is all right. We're still in a good spot, but the Eagles are a tough team. The Link is a tough place to play. Scott, what do you say?
Yeah, 2-2 for me. I think that, I don't think we get battered, but we might lose this by double digits.
Well,
I'm going up to 2-2. We're going to win. We're going to go up there. Look, I'm going to tell you what, they're fucking pansy asses. They let Taylor Heineke come up there and kick their ass last year and hold the ball for 75% of the game. This time, I predict that with Sam Howell, we hold the ball 92% of the game. They're going to have a time of possession of like 6 minutes and 12 seconds. And that's going to be the end of that. We're going to kick their ass. Fuck those Philadelphia Eagles. And that's the end of that. 2-2.
Short week. We are home against the Chicago Bears. I got us getting back on track here with the win. Going into week 5, I got us 3-2 with the winning record. Things are starting to get back on track. John, what do you think?
I think Virginia McCaskey is the hottest woman over 95 that I've
Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you what right now. You rub a little Asper cream on that woman, I guarantee you she is hot to try. So anyway, I think
I'm just waiting for your wife to come and smack you on the forehead.
She doesn't know who Virginia McCaskey is. She doesn't care if I think a 95-year-old woman is hot. And I'm telling you what, Virginia McCaskey, I'd lick your butthole.
Oh, gross. What do you got?
We're going to beat the Bears, and Virginia McCaskey is going to be calling hi, I heard you on the podcast. I wanted to talk with you.
Scott, what do you got?
Nobody's licked my butthole since 1954. It's easy with these British guys. You just talk about
3-2. It's 3-2. Justin Fields gets taken out in the second quarter by a monster hit from Montez Sweat.
I sure hope that John on the Bleeding Burgundy podcast takes me out. Let me tell you.
Rolling into week 6 in the Taylor Heineke revenge game. Do we think Taylor Heineke is going to be starting by week 6 for the Falcons?
I actually think he starts his first game for the Falcons week 6.
Yeah. I think he starts his first and last game against us. So I got them.
The noise.
I got us stifling Bijan Robinson. Sorry,
who's stifling?
I got us win. I think this is we're going to win this game and win it handily. So I got us at what is that now? 4-2. We're rolling.
Yeah.
We're rolling. Scott, what do you say?
Saying 4-2, I think we beat the Falcons. I think they're going to be one of the worst teams in football. They're heavily reliant on their run game. That is a place where we're actually very strong with holding the running.
Yeah, we've played pretty well in Atlanta.
We gave that game up last year. We gave it to them. Not the one where Chase Young got called for that really bad freaking offense.
We won.
That was the year before.
We
beat
Atlanta.
We beat Atlanta twice now. We beat Atlanta. It was a J.D. McKissick touchdown down the sideline in Atlanta, and then last year it was an interception in the goal line when they were driving. They were driving to win that game.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the McKissick game, and last year we barely escaped with the interception at the end zone.
That's right.
Let's see here.
Holy shit! Hell has froze over.
Yeah, hang on.
Hell has froze over. Look at that. Oh, Buff Bagwell joins the show.
I mean,
Buff Biffwell, how are you?
Well, you can't even recognize her. You're anorexic.
Who is this Keith? Where's Keith?
Gentlemen, hold on. There we go. Is that better? That's better.
There you go. Your head looks.
Gentlemen, listen. I
Gentlemen.
know that you have a professional show going on here, and I feel very horrible that I have not been able to be on the show this off season. So I just wanted to pop in real quick before my wife gets mad at me because we're on our way to a friend's house. That she's already looking at me with a dirty look. Hold on.
She's literally in the car
giving you a dirty look.
Gentlemen, I'm officially announcing that I'm returning to the Bleeding Burgundy podcast starting next Tuesday.
Woohoo!
Yay!
I guarantee you that is the biggest news to hit Washington since the sale of the Commanders.
Where's all the cheers? There's our cheering.
I gotta go find my
That's
shit.
Great.
I was pulling
Keith, we need to talk here soon about arrangements for next weekend.
Yeah, we definitely, because I thought about that actually last night. We'll talk soon about it.
Yeah, we'll talk soon. And just so happens, Keith jumps on when we were talking about Bijan Robinson.
That's right.
How the hell he must have had a sixth sense.
Well, since you guys are doing predictions, I'm going to predict that Bijan Robinson runs for 3,000 yards.
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
All right.
Look at that face. Look at that face. Keith Gray, everybody.
Keith Gray, everyone. Yes, there you go, everybody. All of you that have been paying attention.
And now he's back.
He's back.
He just froze.
My fault, because I jumped out of Wi-Fi as we were leaving. But what I was saying was, speaking of Bijan Robinson, and since you guys are doing predictions, I would like to predict that Bijan Robinson will be the first NFL player to run for 3,000 yards this season, and he'll be given Hall of Fame. He'll be the first NFL player to receive Hall of Fame status, and he's active.
So how many other players are running for 3,000 yards this season if he's going to be the first one?
Well, what are you talking about?
You said he's going to be the first player this season to rush for 3,000 yards.
Well, because it's never been done in a season.
Well, I understand that, but you said he would be the first one this season, so I'm trying to figure out how many more there would be.
Let's not get technical.
I'm telling you, it's the Florida.
John is technical.
Whenever you interact, when one of these guys got an alligator brain like this, and you try to talk to him, but what it is it's really not his wife in the car there. Those were just plastic cutouts. What is really in the car there is Jeeves, his driver. There she is. Oh, hi.
Driver.
She's giving us the salute. She's got to get Keith to the airport quickly. He's doing Copenhagen.
What? Yeah, don't do that. Don't make me time out. All right, gentlemen, listen. Sorry to interrupt the show. I know you guys are a professional broadcast, and that was rude of me. So I will make sure that I'm on time next week.
All right, well, that would be good.
We appreciate you popping in. Peter says, "Oh shit, Keith's back. Hide the women." All right, buddy. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, guys. Love you.
See you later.
Later.
See you.
All right, so back to Atlanta.
Back to the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
So week 6, we're waiting for John's prediction here.
We're going to kick their ass, 42-10. And I'm not kidding. No, I'm not kidding. If they start Taylor Heineke in that game, and that's the game that they're trying to re-jump their season, because I don't believe in their quarterbacks down there. Desmond Ridder. What am I getting excited about?
Yeah, I'm with
you. So John's 6-0. No,
actually, I'll be 4-2 right along with you guys.
You're 4-2. You're 4-2.
But honestly, if it's Taylor Heineke that they're going to try to jumpstart their season with coming against us, we are going to eat that man alive.
Yep.
All right,
we're going to know all his tendencies.
We know every one of his tendencies. Yeah. We know what he is, and even though freaking Chase Young held him up and went against his jersey, what he's going to do at the end of the game is going to hold him up by his jersey and go, "Somebody call the ambulance! I think he's dead." All right, so
yep.
All right, that's where I'm going with that. We're going to whip their ass.
I got to win. I think I'm 5-2, and we're rolling hot. We're rolling hot right now.
Listen,
4-2.
Speaking of sexy owners in the NFL, imagine Arthur Blank in the midst of an orgasm. Look at his face. Just imagine that. Look at Scott did.
Scott, did you predict this game yet? You have.
Yeah, yeah. We're all at 4-2. We're all at 4-2.
All right, on to New York and taking on the Giants. Listen, I think we sweep the Giants this year. I have zero faith in the Giants. I don't like Daniel Jones. I think we're finally going to get over that hump, and we're going to beat the shit out of them. And I think we're going to win this game pretty handily too. This is another game I think we're going to score more than 30 points, and the Giants are going to be have about 15. So yeah, 5-2 for me. John,
go ahead, Scott.
Oh, you want me to go? Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be in a bar in London with Andy Burrows, and I'm going to be in a bar in London with Andy Lockhart as well. So me and the two Andys will be joining our the gentleman who came on the 1 Point Safety show, who is a big New York fan. It's a New York bar. It's going to be full of Giants fans, and we decided to gate crash that. And we're going to be screaming the place down when we absolutely tear New York apart. I cannot wait. 5-2, going to beat them. No problem.
First things first. Accidentally one long time ago, my ex-wife rented a movie called Scott and the Two Andys, and it was really not something that we found very good at all. It was not wholesome. And secondly, we are going to kick their ass, 42-10. And I'm going to dedicate the game to Harry Sphincter.
He's one of the most influential and beloved singers of our time, Harry Sphincter.
Hey, Daniel Jones, you and the Giants can fuck off.
Yes, all your favorite Harry Sphincter hits in one volume. Songs like Fuck You, Daniel Jones.
Fuck you, Daniel Jones. Fuck you, Daniel Jones.
Yes, Harry Sphincter, the man Frank Sinatra called the most versatile singer of all time.
Go fuck yourself, Daniel Jones. Go fuck yourself, Daniel Jones. Go fuck yourself. Carry your skinny ass back to New York. Fuck yourself, Daniel Jones. Fuck you.
And no matter what the mood, Harry Sphincter delivers.
Daniel Jones, fuck you. Fuck you, Daniel Jones.
Harry Sphincter has been giving us amazing hits for decades. Who can forget these timeless classics?
Lawrence Taylor can suck my dick. Fuck you, Eli Manning. Phil Simms, go fuck yourself, you white-haired hillbilly.
Get your Harry Sphincter Greatest Hits package today. Send $29.95 to Harry Sphincter, Fuck You Daniel Jones Way, New York, New York.
There we have
Daniel.
It's the hillbilly.
The Phil Stubbs ones gets me every time.
Look, I got to tell you, we're not doing superlatives today, but let me show you something here. We're going to do a couple of them. All right, and these were researched for us this week by the Milford Institute out of Chickasaw, Connecticut. And the first one: which player or coach is most likely to be caught fucking a chicken this week?
Jesus Christ!
4 choices. Let's see. There's Nolan Cooney. front of the Arizona Cardinals. Cancer survivor, good for him, but take it when he can get it. Of course, Daniel Jones. And it looks like Daniel Jones was the
winner. Jesus Christ.
I have one more. Let's see here.
I'm going to piss myself anyway.
All right, who is the player or coach most likely to be mistaken for a butt plug by airport personnel?
Jesus Christ.
Of course, this again is research for us by the Millifrew Institute of Kittycock, Massachusetts. Any guesses?
No.
All right, the answer, of course, is Brian Dable. New York Giants.
God damn it, John.
Sorry, man. Okay, we got one more, and it is seriously, what the fuck kind of genetic defect shit is that of the year award? And it goes to Leighton Vanderneck for the goddamn the hell is
Leighton Vanderneck.
What the fuck is that?
He wears the neck protector as well.
It looks like somebody put a fucking leg of lamb on his neck, like a ham, like a big fucking Easter ham on his neck, on his fucking shoulder. All right, there we go.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right.
So we all got to win in New York?
Yeah, we got to definitely win in New York, especially for all that shit we just talked.
All right. Coming back home to face Philadelphia Eagles in our 3 in a row, our win streak comes to an end. We're going to lose against Philly. Philly's going to sweep us this year. Scott, what about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think Philly will sweep us this year, unfortunately. So we'll go down to 5-3, and we've got 5-3. John,
we're still in a good spot right now, guys.
Absolutely. I got us at 5-3, but I have it as the opposite split this year. We're going to split. They're going to beat us at home, and we're going to beat them at their house, like last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I have. I mean, they could very easily sweep us. It's easy to say that because they're probably odds-on favorite to win the NFC right now. Yeah. You look at San Francisco; they've been there 3 out of the last 4 years. But it's like, how can you believe in your quarterback?
It's a basket case with a quarterback, isn't it? That's the thing.
But they can, they do it. But the Eagles, they've got the talent. They've gotten more talent somehow.
Yeah.
As long as they stay healthy, I think that they're going to be the team to beat. But division games are weird.
They are.
Things happen. So that's what I see. Right. I see the reverse sweep with the Eagles, or excuse me, the reverse with the Eagles this year. The reverse split. We win there. They win here.
To welcome Ty to the chat. It's good to see you again, buddy.
Hey, Ty always makes a joke and about the show. He always tells us something about what he thinks about the show. And last week, what he came up with was like in the last minute of the show. So Ty listens to every minute of the show, man. So
yeah, that was great. No, we love Ty.
Yeah.
All right, so now this next game, going up to the Boston area and playing the Patriots.
Patriots, yeah.
God, I hate the fucking
worst Boston accent I've ever heard.
I'm bad at accents. I don't know what to make of this team.
They don't have one quarterback. Did they bring Bailey Zappi back?
Really?
No. They signed Matt Corral today to practice.
They did. And what's funny is I heard a Patriot reporter talk about the reason why they got rid of Zappi. It was because the team was split on who they thought.
Oh, really?
Start. I don't know.
Wow.
Let me. I'm trying to figure out where I heard that from.
Very un-Belichick, I'm sorry to say.
So he wanted to be like, okay, this is the quarterback. I know a lot of this fan base wanted Mac Jones to be drafted. I said I thought it was a bad idea, and it looks like it looks
he's a dirty bastard. I don't want him anyway. He's a dirty.
We're not ignoring you, Lockhart. We know what you're saying.
The whole thing with Belichick, and was it Belichick? Was it Brady? And I think we're starting to really find out, who really put that team over the edge for all those years in that dynasty. I don't really have a whole lot of faith in this team, but I do have faith in Bill Belichick as a football coach. And I think this one slips past us. I think we should win this game, but I don't think it's going to be one of those games where we had it, but we lose it in like maybe the final minute.
We're going to kick their ass, 42-10. Eric Bieniemy's going to lay us state. Now, I'll tell you.
I see a theme here.
Here's the thing about the Patriots. In all honesty, they could finish last in that division. All right. Yep. The other teams.
Lockhart, you are always on here. We never ignore you.
What is Ty going to boycott? Why is Ty boycotting? What are you boycotting? What is Ty boycotting?
Ty and Andy are going at it in the chat.
Who's he got in that picture there? Is that all right. That was Arlo Guthrie, I think. Anyway. No, it was Hank Williams. Anyway, that was Hank Williams, I believe it was. And they're very good. So just make sure my old brain works. What was I saying, Scott? Since my old brain fucking tripped over Ty's picture.
42-10 is where you were at.
Right, I'm at 42-10, but I'm at the Patriots. They've got the least amount of talent in the division, and it's not even close. The Jets
they still have a good defense. I think they still have a good defense.
They do, and they've got a decent. I mean, they've got Bill Belichick, but Mac Jones. I don't believe in the guy. I think he's a dirty player, and B, he had I've heard that he's patched things up with Matt Patricia, but I don't necessarily believe that. By the way, I'm going to give you an impression of Matt Patricia. Ready? This is my impression of Matt Patricia.
Hey, Mac Jones, why don't you run the play the way I call it?
I don't know. You ever heard him talk?
Well, now run
out and listen to him talk. That is one big fucking dude
with a voice like this.
Is he still there? I thought he got fired.
He went back because he was the head coach of the Lions. Remember?
Yeah, no, I know that. And then I know he was there last season, but I thought they replaced him for this season.
Yeah, they replaced him with Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien is back as
Bill O'Brien.
Offense coordinator.
Whatever it is, Mac Jones was not on the same page, but I guess he's patched things up. But see, I happen to think that Mac Jones is a dick, and I think that what patched up means is that Mac Jones will be patched up until he decides he doesn't want to be anymore. And he'll fuck things up. I don't believe they had any talent on offense from Andre Stevens about it. Defensively, they're all right. So I see us. Yeah, we're going to go up in Foxborough and we're going to walk that team.
I think we should win that game. But
we've got the talent to be able to do it.
Go ahead, Scott.
6-3 for me. I mean, they've got Zeke Elliott, who looks like he's a bit, he's a Popeye's biscuit away from being a tight end.
I ain't worried about no Zeke Elliott.
He is massive. Have you seen him at training? The dude looks like he's put on about 5 stone. He is enormous.
I mean, now when you say 5 stone, does that mean is he looking fat or does he look like he's gotten swole up?
He looks big, as in fat.
Big and fat. I gotta find that video. There's a great video of some big fat dude out in the backyard of his fucking apartment or whatever, and he looks he's got the Zeke haircut, but he's huge. He's just a big fat.
It looks like he looks like the Zeke now looks like the dude who sang fucking Afro Man. Was it because I got high?
Yeah.
But I mean, this big fat guy trying to run these things, and this dude's videotaping him like
there ain't no. I tell you what, mate, there ain't no belly jerseys being worn this year. I'll tell you, because that is gonna pop out like my belly, and that's something you do not want to see. So yes,
so Ezekiel Elliott whatever. With the Patriots, we're gonna beat them. Who's next?
See you
later. All right.
It's as Bill Belichick would say. Go ahead.
We travel to the state of Washington and take on the Seattle Seahawks. And guess what? I think the Seattle is fraudulent. Yes, I absolutely do. Fraudulent? I don't trust Geno Smith. And who's their big ass receiver? Metcalf. He's not better than Terry McLaurin. So fuck.
It doesn't matter. Tyler Lockett is the guy over there, man. And
I ain't worried about no Tyler Lockett. Me and Emmanuel Forbes will lock him down like a freaking fuck that. We're gonna win this game 52-4.
To 4. So they're getting 2 safeties.
2 safeties.
Damn. I guess we'll feel bad for him and run out of the back of the end zone on both of our final possessions.
You're at 6-4, Jesse, with that win.
Yep.
John,
I have us beating the Seattle Seahawks as well. Oof. I don't have it as much of a walk as Jesse does, but I don't see the talent that they've got anymore. We do have talent, and as long as we can keep the quarterback upright, I think we're going to be all right.
No, I think we lose this one. Long way to travel. And also at the same time, I think they've got a very good defense. The secondary is very, very good. And I think this is one where I think it's one where we get off and Sam Howell makes maybe an errant throw here or there, and that's how we lose the game. It might be a defensive loss, this one. So, yeah, lots chalk a loss.
All right. Scotty's just a fucking party pooper. So November 19th, week 11, we come back home and is our second game against the New York Giants.
Are we on week 11? I thought we were on week 9.
No, we're in week 11. Yeah, Seattle was week 10.
Oh,
week
yeah,
11.
yeah, of course it was, yeah.
Yeah, I got a sweep in the Giants. Fuck you,
Giants
Daniel
again.
Jones.
We are
Fuck you, Daniel Jones.
Fuck you, Daniel Jones. Yeah, absolutely.
God, you sound just like Harry Sphincter. Jeez, that's
I
pretty
tell you,
good.
if I could model my career after anyone, Harry Sphincter would be the guy. Could you imagine all the coups that he had in Las Vegas in his heyday? I'm telling you, any showgirl he wanted.
I want to say something about the Patriots. I will not be betting any money on any Patriots games this year. That's how much I don't trust that team.
Not at all.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Giants.
Yeah, we're beating the Giants. We're going to sweep the Giants.
Yep.
Definitely. Yeah, I've got the same. So the record so far after that is 7-4, 7-4, and John, you're on 8-3.
John's drinking the Kool-Aid. All right.
You're lucky. I usually have us at 11-0 by now. This is predictions. If anybody wants to talk to me and say, you're crazy, you can see, I see the future better than you, I'm just going to laugh at you.
This is the big Thanksgiving game against the Dallas Cowboys. And to me, I think we've had some good luck on Thanksgiving versus Dallas. So I'm going to ride that car again and say we beat Dallas in Dallas. I don't think Dallas is going to have a particularly good year this year.
They could. That's the thing about the Cowboys. They've got talent. They've got Brandon Cooks down there now. That guy could fucking break out back again.
Older than shit.
He's old, but he hasn't had a quarterback in a while. And I'll tell you, I mean, he's what, 31? That's not older than shit.
He had Matt Stafford. Couldn't really do much with Matt Stafford.
What did someone say the other day? Passed around more than a fucking joint at a Snoop Dogg concert. Yeah, I mean, honestly.
That was a good one, Scotty. All right, well, so you know what? I think that we are going to be able to beat them on Thanksgiving Day because fuck the Cowboys. And that's why I say fuck the Cowboys.
Fuck the Cowboys. Scotty?
Fuck the Cowboys. We're on a roll. I'm 9-3.
Yeah, we're winning this. Absolutely, we're winning this. We're beating the Cowboys. It's Thanksgiving. I loved the last time we went to Jerry World on Thanksgiving, and it's going to be the same again.
Right on. Week 13 at home against the Miami Dolphins. I like the Dolphins this year. I think they're going to be a good team. If Tua can stay healthy, they're going to be a very formidable team. And I got us with a home loss against Miami.
I'll tell you what, since Scott is writing currently in the Big Embossed book in his fine English penmanship, I'm going to go ahead and call a win here. This is going to be one of those games that I think, excuse me. Yeah. Hold on. Both of these teams, what have I got? I said 9-3. Both of these teams are going to be like 9-3, 8-4. Right in that range is where I'm seeing both of them. They're going to be very much touted as up and coming teams, and I wouldn't be surprised if a game like this got flexed. Are we able to be flexed? Yeah, that's in early December, right? That's flex time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's the next game. The next game is flex flex week. Yeah, this
really?
wouldn't
Okay.
be. Yeah,
it wouldn't shock me if they switched it into a 4:00 national audience. It wouldn't. Not a bit, because I think both of these teams are going to be pretty good, and I think both of these teams are going to be interesting to people in the general public, and I think that we're going to come away with a win. Joey Sly is going to get us by with a 55.
Scouts' favorite player.
Yard field goal, yeah. And Scouts can sit back and go, roll, go, go, Joey Sly. Fuck me.
That wasn't a bad impression, that. No, not a win for me. This one just sneaks away from us, I think. I think we get into the fourth quarter and we're done.
Well, you very well could be, Ty. You could be my long-lost cousin. All right. We got week 14, bye week. So who's winning that game?
We're losing that one. So I got to put in a lot.
Talk for a minute.
Yeah, we're going to get – boy, I'll tell you what. The bye week, everybody's bitching that it's late again. I don't mind a late bye week, especially if I think that we're going to be heading into the playoffs, which I do think we will be. I like that late rest. As long as you
Week
get there healthy.
15, we're going to now. This is another team that you just don't know hide from hair. The Los Angeles Rams. I think it all depends on Matt Stafford's health, really. Cooper Kupp is back and healthy. Aaron Donald is back and healthy.
Cooper Kupp is not so healthy.
But I think
by then,
I think we're going to win this game.
Is it? Are we on the road with this?
No,
Yeah,
we're home. We're at the Rams. At the Rams.
Yeah, we're at the Rams. Yeah.
We're going to not only win, but we're going to look good in that stadium, in that light, that pristine field. We are going to look so good that there's going to be agents lined up outside Sam Howell's locker, and they're going to be like, "Hey, boy, why don't you sign with me? I'll take you places. Come on over here, sign with me." I'm telling you what, we're going to beat the Rams that day. Yes, we are.
Yeah, I think we're going to beat the Rams, no problem at all. I think they are going to be a pretty poor football team this year. I don't believe in Matt Stafford's health. I think Cooper Kupp is broken and is still broken at the moment. And Aaron Donald is always injured as well. They've got rid of Jalen Ramsey. So what have they actually got talent-wise? For me, they've mortgaged their future for a Super Bowl win, and fair play to them, they got it. So
they got it.
It's going to take a big rebuild. And honestly, I think in the offseason, coming into this offseason, Sean McVay wasn't even sure if he was going to be back. So that, to me, already spells trouble. Behind the scenes.
You're right. He did sell the future, and he sold out all their draft picks. They're not ready to even start to try to recoup what they lost to be able to try to get back. They're going to try to hold on for 2 years and sell enough tickets to be able to pay the bill that what's his name, Kroenke, rang up. And I just want to hear you say Cooper Kupp one more time.
Cooper Kupp.
No, not you, Jesse. I want to hear him say it.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp.
Cooper
Kupp.
All right, week 7 or
I do get a kick.
Week 16.
I'm sure you get a kick when I say y'all and shit like that.
We're headed back to New York.
Say Maryland for me.
Merlin.
We're headed back to MetLife Stadium and playing the Aaron Rodgers-led New York Jets. And I got to tell you, folks, I don't have any faith in the Jets. I think it's going to be a fucking train wreck year, and Aaron Rodgers is going to be out by week 8 and probably injured because their offensive line is terrible. I got us winning this game, and I don't think it's going to be close.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? I disagree with that. I think that they're not going to be terrible. They are the New York Jets. They're the Jets, and if there's a team that's as snake bit as us, it's always been the Jets. All right, they no matter what, they seem to never get anywhere. But it's all up to whether they can keep Aaron Rodgers up on his feet. If they can do that, they've got weapons. He's got familiar faces he can work with there. He's got Randall Cobb. He's got Alan Lazard out there. He knows those guys. Alan Lazard. They've got decent. Breece Hall is able to get healthy, but we're talking now by week. What are we in week 15?
Yeah, we're in week. All right, hold on a minute. They're coming off the defensive rookie of the year and the offensive rookie of the year. Come on now.
Well,
Garrett Wilson's a great player, and then also,
it's not going to be no good if Aaron Rodgers is broken.
I understand that.
There's Zach Wilson, man. You don't believe in Zach Wilson?
No, I don't think Zach Wilson will be playing. I think they'll be okay. I think Aaron will got through, and I think they'll actually be a decent side. I think they'll be a decent team this year. The Jets.
I got us losing this game.
So have I. Yeah. So John is 3.
All right, week 17. The 49ers coming into town, and that's gonna be a tough game. This is one from top to bottom, probably one of the best rosters in football. Offense and defense. I got us losing this game.
Fuck the 49ers. We're going to beat their ass 42-10. Fuck them. And I'll tell you what, and fuck Mr. Irrelevant too. And what they're going to do is they're going to find out by like week 4. Oh, fuck. This guy is Mr. Irrelevant, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so too, John.
They do have a good defense, but like I said,
totally with you on that.
When you want to get right down to the nitty gritty, if anybody out there ever questions my ability to analyze football, let me just give you some freaking breakdown right here about the San Francisco 49ers. Fuck them. We're going to beat their ass. Over to you, Jessy.
So I got this as a win. It's one of them wins where you know how you boys have this I think we beat Miami or we pull a win out of somewhere. I think this is a win we pull out, and it's going to be very, very tight. It's going to be a tight schedule, a tight game. I agree completely with you saying they have a very good roster, but I think you're right, John. I think by the time we get there, they have Sam Darnold at quarterback. Brock Purdy's gone, probably to IR or something like that because they've realised, he's not as good as they think he is. Maybe even could Kyle Shanahan be gone by then?
Look, you know what? They can talk all they want about lots of shit. You know what I see when they talk about, we got Brock Purdy. What are you doing? You know what I see? I see that you got all of your quarterbacks hurt, every fucking one of them. So I think you're probably right there. Sam Darnold very well could be in.
And the only thing that could win them that game is purely ground running, and it's Christian McCaffrey.
If he's there. You know, I mean, the fact that he lasted last year for them was a surprise to me.
That was pretty remarkable.
He doesn't get to week 16.
Do you know what? I don't know. Do I take this? No, I'm actually gonna. Fucking hell, I am drinking the Kool-Aid. You're right.
Y'all are totally drinking the Kool-Aid while wearing the
okay. I will go.
Both of y'all.
What?
9-7. 9-7 is a loss. Just.
What's my record right now?
Right now, Jesse, you are at 10-6.
That's what I thought.
I am at 9-7. John is at 12-3.
Yeah,
we're
and
winning the fucking Super Bowl, baby.
I'm staying at the 10-win range, and we go into the last game of the season, which this game is not going to matter because we have already clinched a wild card berth. So we're going to sit Sam Howell, and we're going to start Jacoby Brissett. And the Cowboys are going to be fighting for their playoff lives, and they're going to lose this game anyways. Just kidding. No,
I like that. But let's continue with what happens, because after that, as the Commanders go into the playoffs, we have constant wars on Twitter or excretion or whatever it's called between everybody saying that Jacoby Brissett should start.
Yeah. No, we've already clinched it. 10-7 is our record. We go off to the playoffs.
So you've got that as a loss. You've got the Cowboys as a loss.
Yeah, I got that as a loss. Yeah.
Oh, you see, I'm going.
Yeah, I got us a Cowboys splitting. So we won. Yeah, I got them as a win on Thanksgiving. Us as a win on Thanksgiving.
John, what are you saying?
If my prediction of 12-4 is coming true, then I think that we've already stopped the Cowboys season. Pretty much over. It's not going to have much to talk about, and we might even be in contention for the division.
I think so.
I think we'll be playing, and I think that we will kick the Cowboys' ass 42-10. We're going to not even make any fucking bones about it. Eric Bieniemy is going to want to make a statement. We're going to head into the playoffs, not on a high note, more like on the fucking bow of an aircraft carrier loaded with fucking nukes. Here we come.
So you're going 13 wins. You're winning against the Cowboys.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking a win. Like I said, if anybody wants to argue with me about how they predict the future better than I can, you're welcome to try.
We will. That's what Ty said. Y'all are all banjo lickers. Fucking banjo lickers.
Tell you what, you people that think you can goddamn predict shit, you motherfuckers are playing the banjo.
No, but listen, I think we all expect us to have a good season.
You know what?
Why the hell not?
What? Ty or Scout. I think Ty, dude, you're typing in the wrong search box. I think he's over on another website. Yes.
So the final record prediction then is Jesse, you've gone 10-7. I've gone 10-7, and John 13-4.
Fuck yeah, man! I'm all up there, baby.
13-4.
And by all this accounts, we go and play a wild card game. Ron keeps his job, and the Twitterverse melts down.
All right, in all dead seriousness of all kinds of predictions. No, I think we can win between 10 and 11 games. I
think we can too.
But the fact of Ron winning a playoff game, I'll stand by what I said. He's got to win a playoff game to keep his job. He has to win one. All right. And he can't just slide into the playoffs at 9-8. All right. You gotta show me. Well, like
honestly, I don't think 9-8 gets there this year.
No,
I don't think you get a wild card. I think you have to get 10 wins to get even a wild card spot.
That's possible. The Cardinals.
Well, I don't know, because the NFC is still not very good. You could very well, depending upon what happens to the Giants, there very well could be 4 NFC East playoff teams with that. It was one game away from happening last year.
Yep.
We let the
And you
side
can't
down.
tell if you go and look at all the NFC divisions. There's not many divisions where they got 2 that could possibly make the playoffs. Oh, they got 3 that could possibly make the playoffs. The NFC is still very weak, and 9-8 could definitely get you into a wild card spot, in my opinion.
Yeah, it depends on teams like the Seahawks. The Seahawks, the Lions, even I would say I don't buy into the Packers. I'm not buying Jordan. Not really.
Vikings, maybe I think they might drop off a bit this year. So
I don't think so. As long as they've got Kirk Cousins, they've got another hotshot young receiver coming along that they drafted in the first round. No, they got Jefferson. Jefferson's one, but they drafted a guy in the first round to go next to Jefferson, and they're playing.
Was it Smith and Jigba?
Addison.
Look,
Jordan Addison.
The Vikings are going to be shit this year. I can almost guarantee it.
Really? Well, that's a big talk now, because I tell you what, when it comes to their running back, Dalvin Cook, I don't give a fuck, man. And you put out
Dalvin Cook isn't even on the Vikings.
I know he's
anymore.
not. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. When Madison got when he came in, I didn't see much difference. I mean, there was some, but not much.
Their defense is terrible.
Cook is anywhere.
And the way that they won games last year is untenable. It's not going to happen again. It's just not going to happen again.
Untenable.
I think looking at the NFC there, you could say the NFC West is probably the next biggest division, really. I mean, 49ers and Seahawks, they could probably make it.
All right, so
NFC, anyone in the NFC South could win that division. Anybody.
Continue the predictions. Let's go down the divisions. We don't necessarily have to pick all 4 teams, but all right, who's going to win the North? Is it the Lions?
I think the Lions are going to win the North. Yeah.
See, the Lions are one of those teams that every time anybody thinks they're any good, they go, fuck that, and they shit the bed all over the place.
No, I think the Lions are going to be good, and I think they're going to win the North.
So we got Lions. Yeah, I agree with that completely. What about we've got to start
I'm going to go ahead and take the Vikings there. I'm just going to stay favorite. Yeah, at the point. Yeah, I'm going to rely on their offense. They're going to outscore people.
Me, and then John, you went with the Vikings, did you?
Yes.
Right, okay. Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Who's going to win the NFC East then?
Philly. Philly's going to win the East. It's going to be the first time in how many years? 16 years? Or is that?
Yeah. We've had a back-to-back champion. I'm not buying into that. We're winning the East because there ain't going to be no back-to-back champion. And that's the end of that. 13-4 is winning the East. I already made my.
So I got Philly winning the East as well. Yeah. Jesus, John.
He's like, oh my god, what am I cursing us? Is that another one of our superstitions that I'm gonna curse us, dude? You need to move to your left because your face keeps going behind your name down.
Who, me?
Yeah, this is how Jessy does the podcast. Yeah. There you go.
What about the South then, boys?
Yeah, this is a hard one.
It's awful. It's an awful division.
I guess Saints, I'm going to go the Saints with Derek Carr, and I'm not too. It's just an ugly division.
I'm taking the Buccaneers. No, I'm not. Can't take the Buccaneers. No, I can't take the.
I'd take Carolina over the Buccaneers.
Dude, I tell you what, even Baker Mayfield can hit Godwin and Evans, but Evans is not happy. Evans is not happy.
I wouldn't be happy if I was him either. I'm getting a shite quarterback.
Have you seen the news on that today? That he's saying he's held out and he's likely to be traded.
He wants to be anyway. Yeah, I don't know who to pick in this division. Fuck it, let's go with Carolina. Woohoo! Why not? The rookie quarterback.
No, not for me. So I'm going to go with the Saints as well by default because I honestly can't see that a rookie quarterback in Bryce Young is going to do it this year, and the other 2 teams are terrible. So, okay, and John went with the Panthers. And then we've got the West. So, yeah.
Yeah, I got 49ers.
I'll win it. Yeah.
I got the Niners.
Yeah. It depends on the quarterback play. Everything always depends on the quarterback play. But, they've got questions as far as I'm concerned. And one of them is, A, can they keep one healthy? And B, can the one that they keep healthy actually play beyond the miracle that he pulled up last year? So,
you want to do the AFC?
Yeah, let's do the AFC. Might as well.
Okay, so we look at the East then. That is what?
That's Buffalo.
The Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets.
I think it's going to be. This is
Buffalo or
probably
the
one of the
Dolphins,
toughest vision
Buffalo, I think,
in football.
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, the three.
Yeah,
teams.
I got Buffalo, but I think Miami's going to be a good team. Really,
they are
this year.
As long as Tagovailoa can stay healthy.
Yeah.
And congratulations to me after an entire show of these to say Tagovailoa on the first try twice.
So you've got John and Jessy on Buffalo. I'm going to be absolutely wildly bold, and I'm going to go New York Jets.
Holy shit!
I got to think wildly bold for Scott is growing his hair just over his earlobe.
It's true. North AFC North. Pittsburgh, Browns, Baltimore, and
Cincinnati. I got.
It's got to be the Bengals.
I think it's going to be between the Bengals and it's the Bengals.
It's the Bengals.
I think Pittsburgh's going to be decent this year.
Maybe a good team.
I honestly, I see Pittsburgh at third. I think the Ravens have really vamped up their offense.
Yeah, I got the Ravens. I got the Ravens coming in. I got the Ravens coming in last.
Really?
Yeah,
I see this new offensive coordinator, and you know what? I don't care what anybody says. Lamar Jackson can throw the fuck out of the ball. All right, this kid Zay Flowers is badass. If he gives Odell Beckham Jr. openings, just little underneath slants and shit like that to work with, I think this offense can explode. I like the Ravens, but not as good as the Bengals.
What are you saying in the South then?
What do I say in the South? God dang, I tell you what I say in the South. Come here, cousin Louie.
Who we got in the South?
Jacksonville, Houston, Colts, and Tennessee.
I'm going with Jacksonville.
100%.
Who knows what Tennessee is? It's in between Jacksonville and Tennessee, but who knows what Tennessee is going to be with their quarterback? So I think they have a decent team, but Jacksonville is probably the cream of the crop in that division.
Yeah,
I gotta tell you, I got Jacksonville.
I think Houston. I think Houston is a couple years away from being good.
It depends. Let's see what this coach is able to do, man. He's got the right attitude. He's brought in some decent players. We'll see what he's able to do. And I'll tell you what, in Houston, that fucking running back they have. What is his name? Damian Pierce? Is that his name? That's not his name.
It's crazy.
That dude is badass, man.
Yeah.
That's a badass.
And then the final division is the West, which is Vegas, the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Broncos.
That's
probably the hardest.
It's the Chiefs. And it's not the Chiefs might win more games than the rest of the other teams combined.
Really?
The Chargers are pretty good.
Chargers, yeah, the Chargers are good, but
we don't know what the Broncos are going to do. But yeah, and I think Vegas might be really poor again this year. But because especially with Garoppolo under center, who knows what they're going to do? Fan favorite Cam Sims was cut, by the way, as well.
Was he really? They signed him as a free agent, and he got cut.
I mean, listen, this fan base just locks on these players. You just think like.
In the fourth quarter of preseason games, the dude made plays. And in this city, it's been like that ever since Babe Laufenberg. And I know you know.
Timmy Cobbs Jr.
yelling at me.
Remember him?
Timmy Cobbs, yeah.
Timmy Cobbs Jr.
Oh, yeah, man. The Saints. We lost
this fan base was so upset when we lost them.
He went to the Saints. They never even got him on, and they went, bye. That was it done.
That was it.
Okay.
Timmy Cobbs. By the way, I understand is now he has his own Popeyes franchise.
He's selling insurance by telephone. Yeah.
Insurance by telephone.
Yeah. Cold calling people.
Well, that's it. Next week on Tuesday, we're going to come in and we're going to talk about our players. We're going to talk about Terry McLaurin, what his year is going to look like. Jahan Dotson, is he going to outscore Terry McLaurin in touchdowns? How many yards is Brian Robinson going to get? How many TDs does Sam throw? This is one of my favorite episodes of the whole year is trying to predict, how good our players are actually going to be. John is probably going to predict that Sam's throws 5,250 yards with 82 touchdowns and 3 picks.
Nah, maybe not 5,250, but more like maybe 5,175.
We appreciate it, brother.
Yeah,
We appreciate everybody in the chat. All of our.
Why did you suddenly turn into someone at an auction market?
We sounded like Scouse.
Oh, going once, going twice.
That's probably how Scouse orders a fucking hamburger. You never know it was white. You never know the onion.
All right, you fuckers.
I do enjoy
Until
that.
next
I tell
time.
you what, Jesse, that sounded
Next
pretty
time.
fucking good. Anybody, by the way, if you're over there watching us on YouTube, go ahead and push up that little thumbs up button there. That's always pretty good. And go ahead and put likes on us wherever you can, and give us a good review wherever you can. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you Tuesday.